We've got to get in the camera. Hello, my name's Maggie and I'm the award manager for the Duke of Edinburgh in Hillingdon. What we're going to do today,
And I'm Grace. I'm a DofE leader and expedition assessor.
Bit previous there. So what we're going to do today is take you through the expedition programme. If you've not seen it, there is a video on available about the award and how it's run in Hillingdon. So this is just a quick overview of how we manage the expedition section. We'll go through some of the training that we do, the equipment that's available to you, and then some advice about how you can follow up, get in touch with us, or otherwise complete your expedition section. So we'll kick off with the actual programme. That's what places with you.
Certainly.
Okay, so if you're doing your expedition at bronze level, you're going to do 2 days of activity and 1 night's camping. In Hillingdon, we do that twice. If you're doing your silver, it's 3 days and 2 nights in a slightly more challenging environment. And at gold, it's 4 days and 3 nights. And at that point, you're looking at Snowdonia, the Lake District, Peak District, or even abroad. So to start with, nice gentle rolling hills, typical English countryside, never more than a mile from the road for bronze. At silver, we take you a little bit further afield. We challenge you more with the terrain and also the isolation. And then at gold, you really are going to be setting out on your own, wild camping quite possibly, and being immersed in the countryside. So in Hillingdon, as I say, we do 2 bronze expeditions. There is no requirement really for a practice, except we think it's necessary. So if you do it through school, maybe you'll only do 1. If you do it through an AAP, you might only do 1. AAPs are approved activity providers, so think Thompson's or TUI or whatever type holiday company that you book your holidays through, they work in much the same way. So at bronze, and if you're a direct entry silver or gold, that means you've just started straight away at silver or at gold, you will be required to undertake training sessions. These take place at our youth centres, and typically there are 6 of them. So we'd start off telling you about the process, the measurements that are made on you while you're away. That sounds dreadful, I'm sorry. We would be looking at 20 criteria that the Duke of Edinburgh Award sets out, which you have to meet for you to be successful. It's going to be explained to you, so I won't go into it here. We make sure you meet most of them, so really what you need to do is turn up, be enthusiastic and take part. Once we've done the training, and Grace will go into that in a little more detail, we then book you onto a practice expedition at whatever level you're doing. And if you're successful straight away with that, then you go on to do your qualifier. If there are any problems on your practice, maybe your map work isn't as good as it could be, or there's been a few problems with the kind of food you've been trying to cook for yourself, we would do some follow-up training with you and make sure that by the time you get to your qualifier, you can work largely on your own as part of a group without adult intervention. So we do what is called remote supervision. So we're in the area, we keep an eye on you, but we're not walking with you, we're not camping with you. And as I said in the previous posting, if there's any parents that sounds horrific to, let me assure you, we've not lost anybody in the 9 years now that I've been doing this, not even remotely. And we've also had a 100% success rate. So your young people are safe with us. Okay, I'm going to hand over to Grace now, and she's going to talk you through the kind of kit we've got and how you use it.
Along with the 6 sessions that we do for the training, you will be getting one of these booklets, very informative, that we will encourage you to work through and during the sessions so that you are totally clear with everything that we are trying to teach you. If there is any questions, you just need to ask again and we will rephrase it until we are happy that you've learned it. So don't panic if you don't understand straight away. We will also teach you in map reading, navigation, the use of a compass, This stuff will be provided by us, so you've got the appropriate items for the area that you're using. Don't panic, it's just a picture that you need to translate. Okay, so don't panic about that. Some of the equipment that we will lend you, because we appreciate that some of this stuff is quite expensive to buy and you're only going to use it a couple of times. So we've got this stuff that we can lend you, unless of course you've got your own equipment that if you show us first, we'll tell you if it's suitable, because some of the raincoats are not waterproof, they're just showerproof. We provide you with nice bright leggings, and we've got various sizes, various colours, obviously matching coats. These normally have map pockets inside, so you can tuck your map in so you don't get all wet. We also provide the outside cookers. This is called a trangier. This is a size for 2 people, and it folds down into this sort of size. This one is actually for 3 people, so that's for 2, and this one's for 3. We will advise you on what sort of gas to buy, what sizes to buy. That's suitable for a bronze weekend. That's also suitable for a bronze weekend, but you probably have a lot left over when we're finished. With gold, you probably need 1 of each because of the extended time. We will ask you to bring your own first aid kit, and obviously not quite this big. This is one of the staff ones, but we will need you to provide your own plasters, any medicines you need, and any other requirements like EpiPens, special medication, that sort of stuff. And we will need to know if you need assistance to take those medicines as well from your parents. We will also lend you a sleeping bag. This is a 3 to 4 season sleeping bag, really nice and warm. I've used one of these myself. It even fits me, and I'm quite tall. Inside one of these is like a giant sock, which is called a sleeping bag liner, which comes in this little pack, which is basically like an extra sock that goes inside, that you tuck it inside, so it keeps the sleeping bag nice and clean from you and your clothes, and also make sure that you are hygienic and everything, because you take this home and wash it, but you don't wash these. So it's like a liner, so you stay nice and clean, and it also adds extra thermal properties. So if it's really hot, you can just sleep in this. We will also loan you a sleeping mat. This one is rolled up in one of our custom-made bright colours, so you don't lose it, and also nice and waterproof. Please don't put anything inside because it falls out when you walk in. This is a sample of one of our tents. This one is a 3-man tent. You'll be sharing that between 3 of you, and we also have 2-man tents which you will share between 2 people. So although it looks bulky, it will be split down between bags.
So if we need somebody to sleep in a single person tent, if they have special needs or requirements?
If you have special needs or requirements, like we've had a couple of people that are really claustrophobic, don't like sharing, or they have other extra needs, then you are more than welcome to bring your own tent, as long as it's weatherproof. Not one of these festival tents, they are not waterproof properly. We also have a range. This is only 2 examples of rucksacks. So we have these for the really tall, broad people, and we've got these special ones here for the slightly smaller, petite people that will go down to, I believe it's 27-inch waist. So we have everything in between, and all of that fits in these.
Okay, thank you, Grace. So if I can turn this around to face me again. That's a very quick introduction to the expedition section. If you join us to do your expedition, or if you join us to do the award and you're doing your expedition with us, obviously we will have those training sessions that we can go through. Over the next few weeks, we're also going to be running sessions on Zoom where we'll show you how to put up a tent, how to pack a rucksack, how to plan a meal and cook it on a trangier, and how to do first aid in the outdoors and the emergency procedures you need to be aware of. So that's it for now. Thank you very much for joining us, and we'll see you again soon.